Hey, what's up? What's up? A gracious good morning to you, good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. It is Tuesday morning. It's July 7th, and it is 2:34 in the a.m. Man, yesterday was one for the record books. I have to say that. I was just back from vacation in the last 4 hours of my day, and the things that I had to deal with completely unraveled any relaxation that I had. I need to be honest about that, and it's got me thinking heavily about aspects of my life that are crying for change. I know it, and like everything else, I'm moving in slow motion about it. But yeah, you shouldn't come off vacation and want to go back to vacation. But here I am nonetheless. Let me get into what I want to get into before I forget or before I get distracted. Because I'm like a squirrel on a 4-lane highway these days, and it ain't pretty. Okay, so what I want to talk about. For weeks, weeks, we've heard about a wedding. That was the only thing that was in the news. That took precedence over world news. Now, I'm happy sister girl got married. God bless her. God bless him. You know, the public was so into her dating life, and a lot of her songs reflected her dating life, that I'm glad she found her person. Okay, but that shouldn't take precedence over world news. There's a lot happening in the world right now, and a lot as a result of this country. While we were flag waving and celebrating 250 years, for who? That question was never asked. So just like we're walking around flag waving and hoorahing, and this is America, you know. For who? You know, I'll be damned if I cite, and I've cited with liberty and justice for all for most of my childhood. You know, a subtle brainwashing and colonization of the mind not to have it. Then as I got older, I started telling my friends who were having children, stop telling your kid that they can be whatever they want to be. Now, they can be whatever they want to be within our community, but it's abundantly clear. Folks are only going to let you get so far. And if you do make it, and I'm using Obama as an example, if you do make it, then you're not mentally and emotionally prepared for what's going to come at you as a result of making it. They're still talking about the man, and he's been out of office for forever, but he's still getting blamed for stuff because he's black. Bottom line, that's it and that's all. You can't attribute it to anything else. You know, now the Smithsonian is under attack. It's too woke. Why? Because they're telling the truth. And you refuse to just accept accountability. No, you may not have been present when some of the atrocities occurred, but you sure as hell benefit from it. And that has been consistent, and it has been consistently on display. But anytime somebody mentions the obvious, it hurts your feelings. But we're supposed to be okay with it. Now, here's the thing that really upset me. Let's talk about Nolan Wells. Young black man who went on a outing with his friends. One black man and was, I believe, 3 white friends. And they went out on the water. The friends went home. And they're sticking to the story, oh, we thought he left earlier. How did you think that? Did anybody tell you he left? Well, the last time we saw him, he was talking to a girl. Baby, I hope you guys are lawyered up. I really do. And I truly hope that it was an accident. That can be explained. I don't want to hear about, oh, he slipped and hit his head or he committed suicide. I want cold, hard facts. Television show NCIS facts. Television show cold case facts. I want to say, and I think it's pretty safe to say that, we have to be extra careful. We, I mean African Americans. We, I mean black folk, have to be extra careful. Head on swivel when we're invited into white spaces. I want to say since this Trump administration, and I'm naming him now, people that I had previously called friends, that I had a deaf ear to, blind eye to, have said and done things to let me know very clearly, oh, you enjoy the hell out of privilege. So much so, you're oblivious to how you're demonstrating it. I need to say that. I need to put that out there. People spending money on country clubs. Or if you earned it, I say spend it. Spend it how you like. But in your spending, have you asked yourself how it's benefiting your brothers and sisters? And most of the time, you're going to give yourself the answer, yes. But you're also going to look at the situation from a sense of privilege, the height of privilege. Yeah, it's benefiting them because people have jobs. Not addressing the racist thought in people have jobs, because the jobs are the jobs that you have already seen them in as servers, waiters, groundskeepers, for your pleasure. Servants. We call it the service industry. But who are we serving? See, that in and of itself is a position and a thought of privilege that a lot of us don't really lock in on. I guess I'm saying all this to say that when we look at the situation with Nolan Wells, can we look at it with the same fervor and attention that we gave Taylor Swift? What's a black life worth? You've heard me ask that question before. And here I am again. What's a black life worth?